Dawn, a blaze of orange and red across the vast African sky. The village of Mwembatayari, nestled amongst acacia trees and red dirt, stirred awake. This was a place where the earth throbbed with life, with stories whispered on the breeze. And at the heart of this village lived Amani and Jabari. Their love was a whispered legend. Two souls intertwined like the ancient baobab trees that stood sentinel over the savannah. Amani, with eyes like pools of melted chocolate, held a laugh that could charm the stars from the sky. Jabari, strong and steadfast as the mountain gorillas in the north, looked upon her with a love that knew no bounds. Life was simple, their days filled with the warmth of the sun and the melodies of the African night. But fate, like a mischievous spirit, had other plans for the lovers of Mwembatayari. Each day, Jabari would return from tending his crops, his skin kissed golden by the setting sun. Amani would wait for him, a woven basket laden with sweet plantains and freshly drawn water held gently in her hands. Their evenings were spent sharing stories beneath the twinkling expanse of the African night. Jabari spoke of the land, of the whispers he heard in the rustling leaves and the secrets carried by the wind. Amani, in turn, filled their small hut with laughter, her voice a soothing balm at the end of a long day. Theirs was a love woven from the fabric of the earth itself, a love as eternal as the rising and setting sun. They were the embodiment of happiness, their joy a beacon of hope in the heart of the savannah. But even the brightest light can be swallowed by unexpected darkness. One day, a strange stillness settled over Mwembatayari. The wind, usually alive with the songs of the savannah, fell silent. The air grew heavy, thick with a foreboding that sent shivers down the spines of the villagers. Anxiety rippled through the villagers like a wave. The elders, their faces etched with years of wisdom and worry, gathered in the center of the village, their voices low and hushed. A strange illness had befallen Jabari. It had struck swiftly, stealing the light from his eyes and the strength from his limbs. Amani, her heart heavy with dread, watched helplessly as the man she loved more than life itself grew weaker with each passing hour. Desperation clawed at Amani's throat, threatening to consume her. Yet amidst the fear, a fierce determination ignited within her. She would move heaven and earth to save her beloved Jabari. The village healer, old Mama Casey, her knowledge passed down through generations, could offer no cure. She spoke of malevolent spirits, of a darkness that had wrapped itself around Jabari's soul. Only a journey to the mystical Ngong Hills, to the rumored dwelling of the ancient spirit walker, could offer a glimmer of hope. Fear flickered in Amani's heart. The Ngong Hills were treacherous, shrouded in myth and legend, but her love for Jabari burned brighter, a beacon in the encroaching darkness. She would brave any danger, face any terror to save the man who held her heart captive. Section 5. Journey to the Edge of Life. With the first light of dawn, Amani set out, her heart heavy, her steps fueled by love and desperation. She carried with her a small pouch containing a lock of Jabari's hair and a single perfect sunflower, their vibrant petals a symbol of hope. The journey was fraught with peril. Amani braved scorching sun and torrential downpours. She encountered prowling hyenas, their eyes glinting in the moonlight, and slithered past venomous snakes basking in the midday sun. Through it all, she clung to the thought of Jabari, his face etched with pain, a constant motivator. She would not let the darkness win. She would bring him back from the brink, back to the love that was the very air she breathed. The Ngong Hills loomed before her, wreathed in mist and mystery. A shiver ran down Amani's spine, but she pressed onward, her resolve unwavering. She found the cave, hidden behind a curtain of cascading water, just as Mama Casey had described. Deep within the cave, amidst the echoing silence, sat the spirit walker. Ancient and wizened, his eyes held the wisdom of 1,000 lifetimes. He listened intently as Amani poured out her tale, her voice echoing in the cavern, her words filled with raw emotion. The spirit walker spoke, his voice like the rustling of ancient leaves. He could save Jabari, but not without a price. A life for a life, a soul for a soul, a sacrifice of something precious, something close to her heart. A cold dread gripped Amani's heart. The weight of the spirit walker's words pressed down on her, threatening to suffocate her with their impossible demand. How could she possibly choose? Her mind raced. Could she bear to live in a world without Jabari, her soulmate, her other half? But the thought of sacrificing another life, a life equally precious, filled her with an unbearable guilt. Days turned into nights. The cave, once a sanctuary of hope, felt more and more like a prison. Yet, as she looked at the lock of Jabari's hair, felt the smoothness of the sunflower petals beneath her fingertips, the answer became clear. Amani stood before the spirit walker, her chin held high, her eyes shining with a love that defied even death. She offered herself, her life force, in exchange for Jabari's. The spirit walker, his ancient face etched with sadness, accepted her sacrifice. He had seen countless acts of love, but none as pure, as selfless as Amani's. He knew in that moment that her love was a force more powerful than any spirit, any curse. As Amani felt her life force ebbing away, a sense of peace settled over her. She had won. She had saved Jabari. Their love, forged in the heart of the Savannah, had triumphed over darkness, over death itself. Amani awoke in their hut, bathed in the warm glow of the rising sun. Beside her, Jabari stirred, his eyes, clear and bright, met hers with a look of love and wonder. They had been given a second chance, a gift born from the depths of Amani's unwavering love. News of Amani's sacrifice spread throughout Mwembe, carried on the wind to the farthest reaches of the Savannah. Her story became a legend whispered around campfires, a tale of love and sacrifice that resonated through generations. And so, life in the village continued, the rhythm of their days forever changed by Amani's act of extraordinary love. The woman who loved too much had, in her selfless act, reminded everyone of the enduring power of the human heart, a power capable of conquering even death itself.